I would not like to live the life of the March sisters because they had to do good deeds in harsh circumstances and be confined by the standard of ladylike to wear uncomfortable clothes, which would discourage me from developing my self concept and own definition of beauty. First and foremost, the sense of responsibility to do good deeds under the Christian values would suppress me to live my own life. In Little Woman, the author highlights the belief of Puritans as Beth frequently mentions Pilgrim's Progress. This displays not only the intrinsic motivation, but also the religious obligations pressured March sisters to do good deeds. The value of charity and bonding was one of the significant factors that Puritans should follow. As John Winthrop, an early Puritan leader, wrote, "We ought to account ourselves knit together by this bond of love." Also, Peter C. Halloran, a professor of history, recorded that charity was rooted in the Puritan origins. As a non-religious individual, aforementioned Puritan values will not function as a fuel for me, unlike the March sisters. For example, when their father was out for the war, Meg says, "We ought not to spend money for pleasure when our men are suffering." She would also pile the bread into one big plate to spare food for the Hamel family, while Jo sells her hair to earn money to pay father's treatment, since she was wild to do something for father. In the same way, Beth worked away early and late with occasional lifts over hard parts to make a sleeper for Mr. Lawrence in return for his care. These good deeds depict how March sisters sacrificed their well-being to help their family and neighbors. Compared to them, I would honestly not like to push myself to work for others because it would not provide me with personal time to focus on myself. Last but not least, tight and uncomfortable clothes would be detrimental to my health. Throughout the book, luxury jewelry like gloves and hairpins are considered as elegant. Following the elegant trend, March sisters frequently wore new ribbon little parpin and dresses that gave her a side egg or were so tight she could hardly breathe, which carries an image of a gorgeous and feminine figure. Even when Meg sprained her ankle while wearing high heels and felt uncomfortable, March sisters were constrained to obedience to the norm, which is expressed by her saying, "Let us be elegant or die." This quote shows that luxury fashion items made sisters look beautiful, but it worsened their health. W. B. Lord, an author living in the 1860s, emphasized the discomfort of corsets by the strong pressure that confines the bust. As I have asthma, it would be an unhealthy choice to wear such tight clothes compared to modern-day clothing I usually wear. Some might say ignore the trend and wear it in your preference, but it is not that easy. According to Alison Gernsham, a photographic historian, other adjuncts to beauty were abominated by the admirers of the gentle. This displays that there were fixed standards of beauty that would greatly suppress and push me to wear those fluffy clothes. Every individual has their own personality and traits that cannot be fit into others. Admiring ourselves and others would further lead to a great society where every individual is respected.